Many thanks to Israel for holding the fort. I'll hand it back over to him in about 10 minutes. I'm Gary Al Smith, and let's go straight to the Champions League and get the updates on the two matches from today. It's Roma versus Shakhtar Donetsk in Kharkiv, and we see Roma already going up by a goal to nil. Meanwhile, in Sevilla at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, it's 0-0. As you see, oops, that was close to being 1-0. Jose Mourinho has maintained an extremely stony, impassive, and placid face in the face of a very, very interesting game. Sevilla have been relentless in attacking. Romelu Lukaku has missed a couple of great chances. It's halftime now. Paul Pogba had to come on. He didn't start the game, I'd have you know. That's because Herrera started. Herrera got injured and Pogba came in, playing in his preferred role. So United already have an enforced change, and Sevilla will see themselves as having an advantage in that regard. So we'll give you more updates on the football show at 10:30. Meanwhile, in the African Champions League, Aduana Stars had it all to do against their Libyan opposition in Al Tahadi. That was in Doma this afternoon. It ended with Aduana winning by 2-0. Goals courtesy of Elvis Opoku and Derek Saksaraku, who is a fan favorite in Doma. It means that Aduana are going to the next stage with this 2-1 aggregate win. Don't forget that they lost 1-0 in the first leg. And it's been confirmed that Setif of Tunisia will be their opposition. Aduana versus Setif, that should be a big one. Setif are very experienced campaigners in the Champions League. Meanwhile, Asante Kotoko have crashed out of the CAF Confederations Cup. They were beaten on penalties by 7-6. Felix Annan was able to save 3 penalties. He also scored the first penalty for Asante Kotoko, but a lot of Kotoko's players were unable to match that effort. So Kotoko crashed out and Kara moved forward into the next stage. In the Ghana Premier League, major developments happened today. This morning, we woke up to the news that Justice Anthony Yeboah of the Accra High Court had quashed the decision of Accra, the application of an injunction by Accra Great Olympics to suspend the league. He said that he was doing that because he felt that other major and important stakeholders would be affected by any decision to suspend the league. However, Accra Great Olympics are free to go for any remedial measures if they so wish to continue. So it's by no means over. But the Ghana Football Association responded immediately by having a consultative meeting today, which some have said was a congress at the GFA Secretariat, in which a major decision was announced that the 2018-2019 league season will begin on the weekend of March the 2nd and 3rd.
Premier League will start on 2nd of March 2018, and we are confident with all the measures we have put in place and the support of our broadcast partners, StarTimes, that we will deliver more excitement even better than we did last year. The GN Division 1 has also been scheduled to start the same weekend. While we are fully focused on delivering excitement on the local front, better than what we delivered in previous season, there are other important issues affecting the game that needs our urgent attention. For First Division clubs worried by their officiating fees, the Executive Committee has decided to provide a subsidy, which I've already announced, for First Division officiating fees. From the 2018-2019 football season, all Premier League clubs in Ghana will be required to put together an under-17 side as per the club licensing regulation. We will hold further consultations with you in this regard before implementation, taking into consideration FIFA's proposal to scrape the under-17 and under-20 World Cup and merging the two into an under-18 competition effective 2020.
Yes, so FIFA want to do that. They want to scrap the under-17 World Cup under-20 and merge it into an under-18 event. In the Commonwealth Games that are coming up in just over a month or so, David Harper has donated boxing equipment to the Black Bombers, the national boxing team, ahead of the games.
So, George, on behalf of Ghana Boxing, Azuma Nelson, a demigod in terms of Ghana boxing, international boxing, Commonwealth Games gold medalist. We're very, very pleased and proud and honoured to have him here tonight. On behalf of myself, my company, my family, we'd like to present some boxing equipment to assist you and the boxing team to go from the Gold Coast to the Gold Coast and hopefully chop our Australian brothers, and our Australian brothers and sisters will be surely chopping you. Geodrill is committed, as is the Australian community at large, in supporting Ghana in its efforts in this Commonwealth Games and all Commonwealth Games, as we always have and we always will. So, on that note, good luck. Just a very, very quick note. Going for gold. Okay? We are hereby putting up a challenge. We spoke about it a little while ago. It was announced in the news, but maybe some of you didn't hear about it. For all of the athletes, be it a swimmer, be it the relay team, be it boxing, anybody who returns with a gold medal, not a silver medal, not a bronze medal, but a gold medal, will receive a check in equivalent US dollars $10,000. Okay? This is the Geodrill Gold Challenge.
Well, you know, I think 2 years ago he promised them that anyone who win the gold medal will take $10,000, you know, and I think nobody got it, you know, and he came back again this year, you know, he's promised them again that anyone who will win the gold medal will be getting $10,000, you know, and you know, when I hear these things, I feel, you know, I wish that's my time, you know. So I'm wishing all the boxers, all the athletics, everybody, good luck, you know, to make it and take the 10,000.
The team is determined. We are training very hard. We started training since December. That was long residential, but now we are in camp at Cape Coast. We train almost 3 times a day, and you know, these boys, they've been around for long, and it is up to time for them to be able to achieve something. So inwardly, all of them, when you see them, you see that they are determined and they wanted to do something for their country. This team has been around. The reason why I said they have been around, some of them have had the exposure of being to the Commonwealth Games before. They've been to the African Championship. Most of them have already won medal at the Africa and Commonwealth as well. Wahid Umar is a Commonwealth bronze medalist. Suleiman Tete is African silver medalist. Musa Rahman is African bronze medalist. Akimos Anampia is African bronze medalist. So they are all medal winning prospects. And this is the time for them to prove it in another platform. So I think all they need now is the support, the backing, to be able to achieve that.
In terms of preparation, I mean, compare this preparation towards the one that you've been through previously. How do you compare? How do you see it?
Well, like I said, the last Commonwealth Games, we went with boxers who don't have the experience, boxers who've never been there before, and we train as hard as we are training, but they lack the exposure at that time. But this time round, we have the same team who has been around. We've been able to maintain them. Normally, after Commonwealth, some of them they run to professional, but we've been able to maintain this team for some time now, and that is the main reason why I have some hope in them that they've been tested enough and they'll be able to deliver.
Okay, so wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you.
So that's the latest on the Black Bombers ahead of the Commonwealth Games, and that's the sport for now.